Hey guys, Tim with Defense Mechanisms. I want to take a few minutes today to talk about some safety selector considerations for fighting rifles. Obviously my context is 100% training, right? I'm not law enforcement, not military. I just train with my rifle. But the problems and the considerations that we need to make with safety selectors are the same for training as they are for using our rifles in real world situations. So Ambi Safeties have come around as a solution for a couple problems. Trying to solve, what happens with those backwards-handed people when they have to select the safety on their rifle, right? If you're left-handed, traditional strong side safety is going to be on the wrong side for you. It would be like me trying to operate the safety over here. It's not there. It's backwards. It would be very difficult. I'd have to bring my thumb around. It's not convenient, right? And obviously, plenty of left-handed guys have trained that and have solved that problem through training. But for sure, that's one of the big reasons Ambi Safeties have come about. Another big reason Ambi Safeties have come about is Instagram will tell you that you have to switch shoulders a lot in CQB. You got to constantly be switching shoulders. And certainly there are legit guys doing legit work, both law enforcement and military, that believe that. I'm not here to disparage those guys and the work that they do. I don't believe that. I don't think that you will do the best work switching shoulders unless you have put in countless hours of training that to get just as good on your offside as on your strong side. And most of us probably will never put in the work to do that. So I think that is the biggest reason Ambi Safeties exist, is so that when you switch shoulders you have safety control on the other hand. And since most of us don't do that, I think a lot of us have Ambi Safeties on our gun either because it came that way or because it makes us feel cool because that's what you're supposed to do. However, there's a big problem with Ambi Safeties that nobody's really talking about, and it comes not necessarily when the rifle is in your hands, right? If I'm in this rifle and I'm doing my ready carry positions, you guys just saw Jesse's video recently, all his ready carry positions. The safety's not a problem. I have it controlled the whole time. My thumb is riding on it the whole time, so I can activate it as needed. I can go down and up as needed, right? So when the rifle's in my hand, the safety is not a consideration. However, when I go to a sling position, Ambi Safeties start to become a safety liability. And I don't mean like safety for the rifle, I mean safety for the range, right? In a front sling, as we run front sling, it's a swim into the sling and control the rifle and roll it away. And when there's a mag in the rifle, this will pin it very flat to my side. It keeps it out of my way. If I have tools, center line, pistol, it keeps the rifle off to the side, pinned out of the way. This is great. However, if we have an Ambi Safety, you'll notice right now my strong side safety is turned away from my body. And this is great because it can't catch on any of my kit. If I had full kit on, if I was training with chest rigs or plate carriers, there's nothing for my safety to catch on and get swept off. But if I have Ambi controls, there's no way for me to turn the rifle and have it lay against my body where the safety can't get swept off. And this is where the problems come in with an Ambi Safety, is there's no safe way for you to sling your rifle if you have Ambi Safety. And this might not seem like a big deal to you, but the most injuries that happen in training are not actually from errant rounds that people sent while they were holding their rifle and shooting it. It's errant rounds that were sent while the rifle was in a sling position. And I've seen this before in classes where I haven't seen a rifle go off, but I have definitely seen safety get swept off because they had an Ambi Safety and the rifle was slung against their kit. And so that is the big reason why we don't use Ambi Safeties. We promote strong side only safeties. If you're a lefty, there's definitely a couple companies out there that make a strong side safety for you, and we think that's the solution for you. You just would do everything backwards. You would just roll the rifle against your body on this side, but it would be the same. It would just be mirrored. Just of note is the same solution can be applied in a rear sling. If I'm necklacing the sling, I swim into it, control the rifle, and as I bring it around, I can roll the rifle so that safety is away from my body. And now whether the rifle is on my front or it's on my back, the safety is away from me, can't get swept off, and then no matter, when it's on my kit, stuff can get in that trigger. And so if the safety's on, it gives me a redundancy against that, well, it's on my kit. But if the safety gets swept off because I have Ambi controls, or because I don't sling the rifle correctly, right? If I don't roll the rifle away from me on front and rear sling, I can have the same problem. And so I think this should give you something to think about. Hopefully, if you have an Ambi Safety on your rifle right now, maybe this gives you pause to go back to a mil spec or something cool. I use mostly dark hour, strong side, like 50-degree throw safeties, but there's lots of great options out there. And I definitely think this is something you should think about. If you have any questions about why you should only use strong side safeties, about rifle setup, we've been talking about that a lot lately, or anything else related to defense mechanisms and what we do, hit us up, contact@defensemechanisms.com. Please like, subscribe, follow, share, message us on social media. We love talking to you guys. Send us product ideas, send us the needs, and send us your questions. Hopefully this helped, and I'm sure I'll see you on the next one.